Is that low enough for you, OBS? Your bitrate? No, you don't care? Let's drop some frames for good measures. Come on, what more do you want? I reduced the stream to 30 frames per second because I figured this game, it doesn't run in 60 frames per second. It's only 30. Anyway, I'm okay with that. But, alright. Seems to be more an issue with just the bitrate and the resolution. It's a shame, really. That paper's not doing much, is it? Is Pikmin 2 right after the first game? Let's do it. And oh boy, which one of these is the save file that I used for the verses with me and Tom that we haven't finished in forever? I want to say it might be this one, but let me go on my phone real quick and check that. Yeah, Tom, if you're watching this, I didn't forget. It's not there if I Google it. Tom Nuki. So I gotta go to his channel, scroll through all the playlists. Should be there. I uploaded all those videos for him and made them as well. It looks like, just by the thumbnail of the last video, that we did back in some month in 2015. June 28th. Hey, random epic dude, kinda missed the first stream. I just played through the first game of Pikmin, no biggie. I'm just, on my phone. Yeah, this looks like I'm in the shower room in the verses, so yeah. File 2 is gonna stay. We can get rid of file 3. And then this file. This is my complete file. So bye file 3. Hardly knew ye. Let's do it. This is my more rather prefer this over the first game. Although it's not as replayable as the first game, just because it's a longer game. A little bit more narrative too, whereas Pikmin 1 felt more like an arcade experience. That you can, if you got 3.5 hours to spare, you can play it in one sitting. Whereas this, you might have to spend a whole week dedicated to it. With the recent amount of time between play sessions, I could knock this out in 2 days with a good 3.5 hours each. That's depends really. There's a few parts in this game that take quite a while to complete. Like you have to grind certain things. I'm sounding like I'm preventing spoilers. I'm assuming everybody here has played these games, but I mentioned there's certain parts, or treasures for this game now that you need 100 purple Pikmin, and purple Pikmin aren't the easiest things to obtain. So expect me to grind for that. If you do want to watch the Pikmin 1 stream, I already have it public, the whole stream, so you can, I guess, skim through that while you're watching this stream. There's a couple frame drops, but I made some adjustments. I found something that worked. I just took it down from 60 frames. I didn't even need to stream in 60 frames per second for that game since it only runs in 30. So I bumped that down here. And then maybe I gotta find some way to get the frames to cooperate. On this dynamic frame setting, that didn't do much. Yeah, I got rid of the drop frame issue, but it made the audio and then the bit rate really bad. It could be my router. I could always try and reset that. I haven't reset my router since OBS has been acting up. So we just got back from nearly dying, potentially, on a distant planet, and now we must go directly back to it. But it's okay, we got company and more oxygen than we know what to do with, so there's no 30-day limit. It can take as long as we want. Looking for the vid, but it's not there. Or, no, should I say VOD? It's public, isn't it? Might not show up in the sub feed as quickly. Right before we start, let me check the visibility. Yeah, public. I guess give it a few seconds, they'll show up. Oh, I have to adjust my gameplay aspect ratio. We got a navigator. It means more dialogue. Oh, my cursor. Yeah, looks like I'll have to adjust this. No biggie, that's easy. Oops. And then cheat a little bit. Yeah, you do not want to stretch image. It's fine. Because it looks, you can't notice that. Right. Get the cursor to cooperate, maybe. Alright, this is my sweet spot. You did. Oh my goodness, this is such a difference playing this over the first game. Throwing Pikmin and whistling them, much more responsive and quicker. We got two captains too, which makes for more complex strategy. And makes it less stressful to manage your Pikmin. So you have, what, one captain handle one group and then the other. So like I said, since I've already streamed Pikmin 1 for a good 3 hours, I'm not gonna go too far with the second game tonight. A good 2.5 hours. And then after Gran Turismo tomorrow night, we'll resume Pikmin 2. Probably to finish it. Or take 2 streams. Yeah, that could. Oh no, no, that might not work. Thursday's my last day to do the streams, Pikmin, and then Friday is Pikmin 3, which I'll get to you guys as soon as it comes out. Wow. You know, I remembered back in 2011. No. Whatever year new play control Pikmin came out, might be 2010 actually. I was and then I figured out I saw gameplay of Pikmin 2 online, and then I just became obsessed over trying to play Pikmin 2. Because until this game re-released in 2012, from 2010 to 11, I had no way to play this game without finding a very elusive copy of this game for the GameCube. Because the GameCube version of this game is very short-printed. It's not easy in the slightest to get your hands on Pikmin 2 GameCube. So I was in the dark, unable to play this game for the longest time. I just had to rely off Let's Plays just to get my hunger satisfied in Pikmin 2. Might not have been playing it, but I was still seeing the game. No, that was the thing. Because of that, I think I had to have subscribed to at least 5 different YouTubers that played this game. And I kept watching all their episodes, Let's Plays parts. Yeah, it was nuts. Oh wait, no. I need these Pikmin. There's a bag here that I gotta push down. Reunited the captains. I just told you that in 2 seconds, whereas the ship would take you 30. Oh yeah, so compared to the first game's day one, this could take much shorter if you know exactly what to do. Oh, is that a little black on the right side? I can fix that. It's gone. There's an English re-release of Pikmin 2 on GameCube. Where was it? Yeah, they released Pikmin 2 for GameCube on the US, just in short print, because Nintendo being scared of printing too many copies of Pikmin 2 and then all of them not selling, which that was never the issue. It was just the GameCube was an underselling console to begin with. If this game released on, say, the N64 or Wii, it would have been much more successful sales-wise. But being on the GameCube, all because it did not have a DVD player. That's why games like Pikmin and Star Fox and F-Zero for the system wasn't as successful as Nintendo would have liked it. I can disband my captain just like it's a Pikmin. Unlike in the third game, I can't throw my captain like it's a Pikmin. It's the one thing that's different. Yeah, that would have been. Oh wait, no, you're right. Actually, America did not get Pikmin 2 for Wii until 2012. Japan, on the other hand, got Pikmin 2 alongside new Play Control Pikmin in 2010. That's what I'm thinking of. And that might have been the same case with the Metroid Prime trilogy. No, I don't think so. I think just Pikmin 2 in particular. That it didn't come out alongside the other new Play Control re-releases. And that was an evil thing Nintendo did. Well, I make it sound like they deliberately did it, but forget about Pikmin 2 for Wii? Come on. Oh, I should be glad they released it. They went back and released it anyways. And then the most accessible way to play both the first two games, as much as it isn't a popular thing to do, I guess, is own a Wii U and buy them digitally on the eShop. Or I guess go to your local GameStop and see if there's any used copies for both of them. But that's a store-to-store thing. Not 100% guaranteed you'll find a used copy at GameStop. More guaranteed option, eShop. Download the games. They're both available on the Wii U eShop. And enjoy and have a blast playing them, because first two games are great. Just as good as the third game. Yeah, I agree. The GameCube was an amazing console. Had so many great games. I see the GameCube as it has the best Nintendo library out of all the systems. Better than N64, better than Super Nintendo, in my opinion, of course. Because number one, you got 2 Pikmin games, you have 2 Star Fox games, an F-Zero game, and of course you got your traditional 3D Mario game. You also, I guess we can throw this in there too, you had 2 3D Zelda games, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. So you got that too. Oh, 2 Metroid Prime games as well. Name me another console that doesn't have exactly those things in its library. The Wii comes fairly close to that. If you want to count, Pikmin 1 and 2, it's also on the Wii, because re-release, new Play Control. But the Wii never had Star Fox or F-Zero. I think, coming from a decently big F-Zero fan and a mega fan of Star Fox, you know, the GameCube is gonna go down as it has to have the best library out of all the Nintendo systems. So how are we doing on drop frames? Only 92? Alright. That's a big step from the 20,000 from the Pikmin 1 stream. See, it must have been 60 frames. Or whatever it was. Maybe I'm not giving my computer, or giving OBS enough computer output. Thought it used up all of the space on my graphics card. Anyways, did I spread enough Pikmin for this? Just barely enough. Disband my captain. Have him act as go back to base. Now I gotta get used to having a second captain. It's been quite a while since I last played Pikmin 2. gonna check over here and see if there's any pellets. Indeed there are. I could have checked the bud itself, but seeing the stem, looks like there's some. Just about everything in this game, compared to the first game, is sped up. Killing enemies is faster. Sprouting Pikmin is much faster. Whistling is faster. I already mentioned that part. Throwing and whistling is faster. Yeah, right. Mario Baseball and Strikers, GameCube and Wii's got. No other system has. And then they also had that one NBA Mario crossover. Saw it on commercial on TV a few times when I was a wee lad. That looked like fun. Need for Speed games, yeah, the GameCube era EA games. We're talking NASCAR Thunder 2004. We're talking a time back when EA just made games rather than try to maximize monetization off them, and then have due dates to get them in time. Where you have all these rushed, buggy games. That wasn't a thing for EA until, or we were a few years before they started doing that. Which was what, 2011, 12, 10? I think I've only played EA games that I found for $5 used at GameStop. I got Madden 25 for how much? It was dirt cheap. Had to have been at least $3 for PS3. I only bought it for this one thing. I still think it was worth buying that kind of game for $3 because you get a lot for. You still get a lot from one Madden game, even though it's the same thing. You get the base game, of course, with the recycled engine. You get the roster for that certain year, which you can adjust. It'll take a while, but it's doable. And I guess the season mode. If they make it customizable, where you can turn a 2013 release of Madden into a 2020 if you tried hard enough, and just create all the future players. Alright. Should it be at this point where one more. I sprouted all the Pikmin possible in this area. We're almost halfway towards the day, but there's a section where we complete that, then the day automatically ends. Which is in this cave. Complete that, and then the day ends. Alright, one thing I forgot to mention during the Pikmin stream. So I said that in the first game, you should just rush it from behind to kill it. Here it's rather than rush it from behind, you throw a bunch of Pikmin behind it. Well, actually I said just use purple Pikmin, but if there's no purple Pikmin, then this is what you do. Just throw all your Pikmin behind it. And of course the third game, just throw at its eyes. One aspect of Nintendo games that has always amazed you is how well they age. I agree. Some of the newer games, too early to tell. If we're talking games from, well, since Nintendo's inception. Well, no. Some of their NES games I don't think have aged that great. From from Super Nintendo, some exception to N64, all the way to Wii. Yeah, there's some bangers that you play today are still great. Wario Land Shake It, that's a great game. 2008. And it's still the last Wario game that's not WarioWare to be released. Alright, if I recall correctly, there's one good trick you can do. So as long as you have one captain by the hole, and you have your army of Pikmin elsewhere, as long as you have Pikmin from both captains don't have to be at the cave, you can enter the cave with both with all your Pikmin that are in your party. I guess we can do this test. Have Louie all the way over here at base. Armor over here. It's gonna have 5 with them. I'm only doing this because it's been forever since I played Pikmin 2, and I want to make sure that 100% sure that this still works. One big bummer about Pikmin 2 is you can't repair your spacesuit. You have to wait until the end of the day to do so, which is why I'm going into caves, especially later on in the game. You want to manage your captain's health. Oh, there's a reason why upcoming lineup stream games are all GameCube games. Yeah, because GameCube's awesome. Oh, what? There's 5 Pikmin? Okay, maybe I'm thinking of if you're inside the cave. No, if you're in the overworld and then you go into a cave, then that doesn't work quite that way. Because, okay, that makes sense. Because there might be some caves where you might exploit doing it that way. So say, I don't know, there's a cave where you're only allowed to bring in blue Pikmin, and then you try to bring in purple Pikmin. Been playing classic games and Gran Turismo as well. Yeah. How's Gran Turismo going? You got the A licenses done? Is there anything else besides A license? Like, is there an S license? Welcome to what you're going to be spending most of your time in, caves. There's no time. You can take as long as you want inside caves. Doesn't affect the overworld time. And it's great. There's some treasure here. Pick that up. And if you want to squeeze out a few more Pokos, then you can carry back remains as well. Remains that you carry back inside caves cannot be collected for Pikmin resources. So you're not going to see me collecting dead bodies inside the caves. Actually, it doesn't. I don't know if it matters if when you're inside the cave, you can go into the next one without bringing your whole party, just like in the overworld. So you still need to get the A International license, and you have the most OP car in the game. All right, you can get her done. Luckily in GT1 there's almost no restrictions for races, so you can take the fastest car and have it race against a bunch of Cuban jalopies. Sounds good to me. Alright. Okay, now it's coming back to me exactly how entering the next cave works. Have your entire party with you when you enter a cave from the overworld. Doesn't matter how you enter the cave from there on once you're inside the cave. I'm gonna be skipping dialogue for time's sake. But if you want to read it, then have fun. You have a split second to read the dialogue. Smush! And Pikmin's survivability is much more forgiving than Pikmin 1. GT2 is gonna destroy you. How so? So for the releases of those games, it goes GT1 and 2 are on the original PlayStation. GT3, 3 and 4 are on PS2. And then 5 and 6 are on PS3. And of course you got just GT Sport for PS4. Purple Pikmin. It's the beginning of something great. Or not. I mentioned in Pikmin 1 how I should restrict myself on how often I can use purple Pikmin. Like, I can use them in some situational areas, like they're just there in my party and I accidentally kill enemies with them. Or if I need to carry things. But I want to limit the amount of enemies I kill with purple Pikmin, just to give myself a challenge, because if you use purple Pikmin exclusively, the game's pretty easy. Because purple Pikmin have this thing where if you throw it at an enemy, they get stunned. And on top of purple Pikmin doing 2 times damage multiplier to enemies, that can be pretty broken on some certain enemies that get stunned pretty well. There's a button where if I hold it, I get this funny looking camera angle. I guess since I'm too early in the game, I don't have access to that yet. Oh, where's the Pikmin? I saw a globe go up and that's it. It's the spherical atlas, and with it we get access to the next area. Oh yeah, the Sonic games in the GameCube, PS2, Xbox era. I got a good chunk of those. Got Sonic Riders, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, just to name the big 3 that come to mind. I guess Sonic Gems Collection. That's just a collection of the Genesis Sonic games. Not necessarily counting those. Just the original releases. That's the end of the day, whether we liked it or not. still get a little green fuzz. Maybe it's just imminent. Or no, there's a little adjustment I can make in my chroma key filters. That's new. You have all these elements that can kill Pikmin, either getting eaten, left behind, and it also keeps track of these different elements: fire, water, electricity, explosion, poison. Electricity is definitely the most dangerous hazard, because any Pikmin that can't handle electricity, say like this yellow Pikmin, they're the electric immune Pikmin in this game now. They don't carry bomb rocks anymore either. Or instant death. Electricity causing instant death. Because of that one hazard, yellow Pikmin become exponentially more useful. Red Pikmin, you're not going to be finding that useful in this game, because you got purple Pikmin that do the attack job better than them. And fire isn't that bad of a hazard, since you can easily whistle any Pikmin on fire. It's really quickly. Alright, there are purple Pikmin. Olimar will have. Louis, I'll give all the reds to. And here goes my first set of battles without purple Pikmin. Without forcing myself to use them. Wow, compared to this and Pikmin 2, yeah, things much happen. Oh shoot! Ah no! No, eating them. I got knocked down from them too, so that was able to happen. Shoot, didn't mean that for that to happen. So you're gonna see a few more Pikmin deaths. I'm not gonna be using purple Pikmin to destroy enemies. Can I get Olimar to plug Pikmin? I don't know, that's the third game. I have to have him in my party just to pluck Pikmin. Sure. Yep. He's telling me how to pluck Pikmin. There's an upgrade. We're gonna have upgrades later on. It's gonna make plucking Pikmin, well, I would say a lot faster, but that'd be an understatement. Instantly faster. Faster in an instant. Nectar. Give me. Don't drink it. Yep. Sonic Adventure re-releases as well on the GameCube. Oh yeah. That's purple Pikmin when you throw it. Shakes the ground. Is there a... What is it there? There's a flint beetle that runs around, I guess later on in the game. How about these berries, though? Oh, what's this? Why'd Restream log me out? No, that's not cool. Alright. Notice how we only have 95, can't go past 100, as opposed to the usual 100 Pikmin on the field. That's foreshadowing the blue Pikmin that are up here. We're gonna regroup, get these berries. Berries are gonna be a very useful tool for us later on. Is there anything else I can... Why not? I can get this nectar right over here. Yeah, this is one thing that hasn't been fixed, is the cutscene interruptions. Not until Pikmin 3, where they get rid of that. They only cut to a cutscene on more important treasures. Not every single one of them. Another very forgiving thing is change from this game over the other is getting nectar. More Pikmin can get it, the window to get it is much more forgiving. Just like that. Well, we got a couple straggling leaves. Just one. Couple. Yeah, all of our Pikmin flower eyes, just like that. Alright. Should we swarm this guy? Yep, we can swarm. That works very nicely. And then, recall correctly, there's another enemy. Yep. Get him. That's our... It's not that button. It's a plus now. Go for 100. Or not. Or we can worry about sprouting Pikmin elsewhere. For now, let's go into a cave full of beasts. I want to see if I can get through the game with minimal holes. Well, just for this first stream. I'll be 100%ing the whole game, but early on I won't go through that many caves. I'll save them for the other streams. I want to show off as much as I can this first stream. Got rid of the invincibility with Pikmin and Mount. Might be the only treasure. Something in here that's quite important to collecting treasure. Check everywhere. It makes it fairly obvious when you know you've collected every treasure. With the powering down sound effect and the Pikmin singing the main theme of the first game. Or is it the second? Yeah, this game uses a lot more music than the first game. Okay, so no treasures here, except, well, it's not treasure, but more candy pop buds. Try to get all the leaves converted. Typically not a good idea to throw purple Pikmin into the candy pop bud. Use all your reds to convert them into purples. Fire geysers. You can just get through the whole game without destroying a single one. You can be fine. Just whistle when they're on fire. Or whistle all of them. They'll be fine. You have plenty of time to do that. Ow. Careful not to get your captain to hit the geyser. That takes away, looks like a good quarter of your health. It's fire doing the most damage. That's okay, there's something in the game that allows you to become resistant to fire as a captain. Since we're going through this as red Pikmin, doesn't really matter if I destroy the geysers. Just for demonstration purposes, this is how badly you can cheese enemies with purple Pikmin. Like it's nothing. they don't even stand a chance. And that's why I'm not gonna allow myself to use purple Pikmin. Well, not as much as I normally do. Like if I'm forced to use them, like say if I have a full squad of them, then so be it. We're gonna make it somewhat a challenge. But we can, there's an egg right here, we can use the purple Pikmin to smash it. And kill these two. That's how you normally, that's the best way to kill them. Kill these petites. What? What's the matter? Is someone still alive? I'll carry that back. Or maybe it's just the game glitching. No, carry it back. No. Nasty. Okay. It's a good thing I checked that egg with the purple Pikmin. That could be a thing. Oh, get more of them. And purple candy pop bud. Actually, the correct term for purple candy pop buds is violet candy pop buds. Nobody says violet. It's purple. Playing card. Nintendo playing card. Going back to the early days of Nintendo, before they made games. Need to carry that, boys. In Hanafuda cards in the late 1800s. So it goes. Is that? How about boss? Yeah. An hour into the game, boss time. We'll just stand right here. Have all our. Not yet. No, what are you doing, stupid red Pikmin? Oh, whoops! I should be on this side. It's Empress Boblax. And Almar just keep all purple safety. Good. Okay. Up. Get up. Everybody. I whistled them. Are you serious? There's 11 Pikmin? No, well, maybe I didn't do a very good job whistling. You gotta whistle him before he shakes him off and has him to the side. Oops. Not exactly going for a low death run. I gotta be more careful. You get one? Oh, yeah. Be careful not to whistle Olimar. Good. Okay. Oh, where'd they go? We good? One more cycle should do it. This is a very easy boss to take care of. You just stand right here, right in front of it. Doesn't move anywhere else. Just like that. Got the radar. Make finding treasure so much easier. Oh, I'll make some treasures very helpful. I guess if you play the game 1,000 times, you wouldn't need it. Well, it helps in what treasures you haven't collected. Okay, I guess we gotta rebuild our numbers again. Go over here. I'll just do this really quickly, and then I believe there might be another cave that we can go after. Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else. But there might be some above ground treasures we can take care of. Pretty cool, the nectar respawns even though it's not a new day. But are we gonna get some? Get nectar. Aren't we good? Oh. Let's hold this button and get this view. Big old heavy bag. As soon as they say, oh, we're not going to do that many caves, well, we're doing 2 back to back. Only because these first handful of caves are rather important that you take care of. So the first one gives you the treasure radar, this next one gives you a new Pikmin type. And if the name of this cave isn't obvious enough, then that's the color of the Pikmin that we're going to be getting soon. big hazard here. You want to throw a Pikmin off the edge. So he will fall and die. Through headphones, that deactivation sound is very bassful. A lot of bass. Usually in these little corners there, it's always something, but that's later in the game. Okay, so this is my... You want to use purple Pikmin here. Blowhogs, fiery blowhogs. You don't want them knocking your Pikmin away, especially if they're pointing towards the cliff. So use purple Pikmin, even if it's cheap. Your reason is justifiable. Can't the cutscene play for both treasures? No, I can't do that. I can see some visual dust on the top of my Wii U. Just gonna get that. That shows you the whole condition of the Wii U. Even when, even in what, 2012 and 13. That was fairly the case. It wasn't until 2014, year 3 of the Wii U, where the library took off with the Mario Kart 8 and Smash Wii U. Before that, all you really had was Mario 3D World, Pikmin 3, Nintendo World, Wind Waker HD. Besides those games, the Wii U library was very lackluster. Okay. Just my armrest. White candy pop buds. See where this is heading. The ship's AI is very wordy. That's why I'm skipping most of the dialogue for that. Very careful not to throw any of my purples in there. Because that is not a good idea. It's like these little guys, white Pikmin. Candy Pop Buds are the only way you're going to be able to get white and purple Pikmin. This way. I can start digging things up. Honey Wisp. You know, playing this game takes me back to while I was still Let's Playing this game, 2014. And then the setup I had back then. For starters, I didn't have a 32-inch TV. I had to play this game off the gamepad. I just did not have any TV. The CRT that I had, we didn't keep that when we moved to Vegas in 2013. So, I really didn't have a TV that I could play games off. Only one was in this big TV in the living room. And there's a big TV that stays in the living room. No way I'm fitting that in my bedroom. Unlike fire, poison is a much more tricky thing to destroy. Whereas fire geysers, you can just have any Pikmin deal with it. Just whistle them when they're on fire. Poison, you gotta have the white Pikmin take care of it. As soon as any other Pikmin that aren't immune to it touch it, get poisoned. Can't do nothing but gasp for air. But like with fire, just whistle them, they'll be fine. So white Pikmin, they're the fastest, not only moving, but they're very good carriers. Is that a... on the distance that looked like a candy pop, bud. The cutscene Pikmin are fine. A little surreal. The Dodgers finally won the World Series. Now that's a random topic, but this is the night after Game 6 of the World Series. Albeit, it had to be in a pandemic shortened season, with only 60 regular games. But it's okay. They got it done regardless. Hey, cursor. Burrowing Snagrit. Oh, this we gotta use our Pikmin on. Cause this is, I don't like these things. No, 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 no. You can't knock them away. Alright, you just took reds, it's fine. Don't kill any of my purples. Or do I even want to, you can't stun, can't stun Burrowing Snagger with the purples. Alright, so not worth it. I'm gonna have to fight it with reds anyways. Maybe take our whites with us. And they get stuck in the ground far more frequent in this game, so we'll just take our time and wait for it to get stuck. He's dead. Easy. Dare I say, Pikmin 2 easy. Early game, there's going to be a lot of cases where you're going to be, you can say that. Because with purple Pikmin, a lot of these enemies are slouches. There's just a little back alleyway. Five-man knapsack. This will give us the ability to sleep, and then Pikmin will carry us back to the base or the ship head in the cave sake. Can be useful if you need a captain back at base, but I'd use it only in sometimes just for fun in caves, but mainly I use it in the overworld to adjust Pikmin on the field. Okay, now we got a couple more words out. We got white Pikmin. You can use it to access more of the awakening wood. Like, no, not here. Or do I even want to? No, not yet. That area we're gonna need more another type of Pikmin. There's the blue Pikmin. That's keeping our count at 95. We'll deal with this first. Could, no, that doesn't work. Can't go back in the white flower garden and grind on white Pikmin. Your first visit there is the only white Pikmin you can get, I think. If not, then I would have seen that by now. Where you can constantly go and fight, or go and get more white Pikmin. For now, we just gotta wait for the wall to get brought down with just 15. I suppose we'll have a small group of Pikmin. About 15. Can take care of some berries. Take a couple minutes to take down the wall. That's an enemy, if you can see the ice. There's one trick you can do. Get to miss. It falls over. Yep. Oh, what? Lost Pikmin? Not because it fell through the floor. I got rid of that in the first game. I guess that's what happens when you wedge a Pikmin underneath an enemy. It's bound to happen. Whether you like it or not. More berries. I'll take it. Oh, should probably hurry up and build the bridge and get that ship part over. Oh, it's treasure. So we can go to the next area. It's the same treasure as Immersion's Cave. Okay, double time. Get it. Oh my god, we're cutting it close, aren't we? Yeah, I don't like this. It's gotta go all the way over there. Whoops, wrong button. Meanwhile, Louie, just do your thing. Get some berries. Yo, no way. No! No. It's not gonna make it, is it? Are you serious? Not gonna make it. Well, for certain I had enough time to get that in. I mean, we'll have opportunities to grow more Pikmin. Dang. Spend an extra day. Is the ship part still there? No, it reset. Pikmin, come over here. Alright, we'll take note of that. Very important treasures. Reset to their original area. And get buried as well. Get everybody on it. Even the big boy. Get over this time. And take a peek at this area here. It's a Wollywog. Yellows. As you can see, poison, water, only blue Pikmin, which we won't get much later in the game. I'll say that's all we can do in this one day. There's this area over here, but water. There's electricity. None of our Pikmin can take care of that. But there is another poisonous wall on the other side. We can take care of that now. But beyond that, we'll need other Pikmin types to take the rest of the area down. Some enemies eat the berries. We're fine on berries for now. Okay. There's 14 whites. On that wall. The rest I'm just gonna work on berries and flowering. This terminologies I'm using for Pikmin makes it sound like I'm gardening. That's what most of this game feels like though, doesn't it? Oh, excuse me. I don't normally stream for this long. My voice already feels shot. When you play a fun game like Pikmin, I guess that kind of stuff happens, doesn't it? I guess pick those up and get a couple Pikmin back. And kill these guys too, because taking my berries, no, can't do that. Get one extra patch of grass with nectar in it. Is there some there? No. While we're playing this game came out in 2004. Gotta notice how loaded 2004 is with games. I like to call 2004 as one of the greatest games, or one of the greatest years for video games. We're talking Halo 2 came out that year, Metal Gear Solid 3, Mario Power Tennis, a lot of great Nintendo games 2004. This included Metroid Prime 2 Echoes that might have came out in 2004. 1000 Year Door, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, that came out 2004. Easily the fan favorite of Paper Mario games. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. There's a little scale thing. You'd have one Pikmin on the scale, but we can trick it into getting him on aboard too. So leave one white Pikmin. Try to get all the purple Pikmin up there. Other short height. We can get up there. do something like that. There you go. There's a treasure up here. And then up here there's a cave. I wonder if I can trigger the... Oh no, never mind. You gotta be way closer than that to see the cutscene. Some more berries, but it's a different color. That means we gotta get it. Making progress. 30% of the debt recovered. Pretty much 30% of the first half of the game recovered. Or complete. Yeah, there's more of the game after you repay the debt. You know, the main objective of the story. Of course, repay the debt. Get the rest of the treasure after that. I'll wait for another set of berries to show up. And then we'll head off to the next day because we have all the treasure we can obtain as of right now in the Awakening Wood. Next batch should give us one spray. This purple drink. And that should do it for this day. I'm not gonna spend too much time. See, I even harvested more Pikmin nearby pellets. You know, maybe just 2 hours is good. I'm not doing 2.5 hours. That goes past 3 AM, which I'm gonna treat as my curfew for streaming. Not gonna be streaming past 3 AM. So we'll get a move on here, end the day, and then there's another area we can go to. It's the last area we can get to right now. So we pay off the debt. Don't you just hate sinuses? Irritates your nose, right? There's new Pikmin type here, so we can guess where we're going next. Excuse me. Yellow Pikmin. Wallywogs. Purple Pikmin. Enemies I despise. Yeah. Have to use purple Pikmin. Because we've dealt with their crap plenty of times in the first game. I don't need to do that here. Now with the presence of purple Pikmin. Alright, so just like last time, set aside a white Pikmin. Throw everyone else on top of this scale. It'll take a while, yeah. But does it mean everybody can get past this area? Definitely. Do something like this. Something like this. Oh. I accidentally whistled my red. No. This before this works again. There we go. That way we don't have to run all the way around and then get the Pikmin back. I'll make this a quick little tour around here. Oh no, where's what? Pikmin lost in the group? Where'd he go? 94 out of 95. That's not good. You can tell Pikmin to use for this enemy. I guess one annoying thing that all of a sudden that became an issue here, but not in the first game, is Pikmin not dividing quite like you want them to. So that see that when you disband them, they're too close, and then some don't disband. Some stay in your party even if you disband them. Alright, this is concerning though. Where's that one Pikmin? Does it fall somewhere? Not back there. Did it glitch underneath the map? This game isn't quite like the first game in that department. Snitch bug? Yeah, snitch bugs deserve the purple Pikmin. And blowhogs as well. Oh, yeah, hump the air purple Pikmin. It's fine. It's 2004. We can get away with that kind of stuff. Is this done? Not quite. Okay, on this bridge. Get the white Pikmin to help out with growing more yellows once we get to them. Now, okay, where is... Oh, I'm dumb. It's back at base somehow. Oh, good. It's back at base. It didn't get lost anywhere. Yeah, in this game, typically, it's far easier to keep all your Pikmin in a group because, number one, they won't trip. Number two, getting your Pikmin to flowers is far easier. So, more Pikmin with flowers means Pikmin will keep up better. No, don't take that to the red onion. Take it to the yellow onion. Oh, shearwigs. There were shearwigs. Good thing I came back through here. I wanna kill these shearwigs, because even off-screen, they can show up and cause all kinds of problems when you try to carry stuff back. So I'll work on growing my yellow numbers early on. And then maybe fit in the cave. Actually, let's see if there's anything Olimar can do in the meantime. Not quite. There's water everywhere. Water there. Water there. I guess have Olimar stand by the onion and put back most of the reds in favor of the yellows. How important the other colors are, getting a lot of red Pikmin isn't going to be that useful to us. Guess we can go after these ones in the distance. Oh, and there's a treasure I can get with the yellows now. And there's an electric gate right over there. Might need another color just to get them. Okay, exactly how many did I get? 39? That's a good early healthy amount of yellows. I think later on we're gonna. Oh no, we're fine for now. But later, maybe 80 yellows would be great. That's a fantastic number of yellows to have. Is there a treasure up there? Yeah. And this looks familiar to you then. That's because this and the Awakening Wood borrow a lot of similar elements from the Forest of Hope and Distinct Spring combined, respectively. Can I do this? Okay, good. Throw them like this, unlike in Pikmin 1. Yep, just bring it down. Okay. So I'm planning on spending as much time in the overworld as possible, and then we'll last second our way into one of the caves. Alright. Treasure up here. How many? 14 yellows. That could be enough. Yep, that's plenty. Need help picking that up? Come on now. They're red numbers. 17. I think that's okay. We're gonna be converting some of our red Pikmin into any purple and white Pikmin that we come across. Heck, I might not. Actually, as tempting as it is, I'm gonna get rid of, well, yeah. I'm gonna get rid of a couple of our purple Pikmin, because we're not gonna need that many. We gotta take care of our purple numbers as well. And have more room for reds in the party. I think that's just about all the treasures I want to get in the overworld. Gonna have Almar and Louis rendezvous to this cave right here. Should take a good 20 minutes or so to beat. And for the stream's duration, that fits quite nicely. Ooh, I wonder if I can do this. Check this out. So, you need to have them all whistled. Rather than loop away all the way around, do this. It counts as 100. I'm gonna enter. And then Louis gets teleported right next to me in the hole. Pro strats, y'all. To the Citadel of Spiders. The leaf fella. Oh. sure you're awake. Nope, not in this game. One treasure in this big old open area. Maybe some extra nectar. So we're trying to clear something back. Hold up now. Left this area. There's our first case of, there's a little gap there, then something dropping. Oh, get out of there. Shoot. No, not the purples. Shoot. I didn't give myself enough purples. Let's do that. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I gotta be more conservative with my throwing. Oh, that's fine. Little dweevils will just pick some stuff up. There's another treasure back here. Oh wait. I had it right. Flower up. I made it worse. Or did it? No. More treasure. Yeah, I did shower. Weird, I always shower after stream. No, changed it this time. It's did it before stream. I don't want to feel all itchy during stream. Maybe it's this lamp. Oh. Like it twisted that lamp in a way that didn't want to be twisted. Ooh, these enemies. Oh. Right, this area we wanna not have any of our Pikmin besides the yellows mess with. Oh. Candy Pop Bud. Queen Candy Pop Bud. What do I do here? Because... I don't. No, I don't have to do that. Right. Or do I? I have to kill off a couple of my reds just to get more yellows from this. Yeah, let's... No, not very cool. Unethical as well. Just throw one Pikmin in. Gives us more. So in case if you come in here with less Pikmin, you can use Queen Candy Pop Buds to get more. And it's great. It's amazing. You might want to look up on the wiki on certain caves that have them. So when you enter the cave, you can be prepared to take advantage of Queen Candy Pop Buds and not be like me and have a whole party only to find them. Gotta kill all these beetles to make this area safer for the other Pikmin. But can't shake off all that. Well, in the second game, I guess it can. What am I doing? I'm only going through here with yellows anyways. Just get the treasure. There's one area in the perplexing pool that I really want to get to, but I need blue Pikmin in order to reach it. Where's the cave? Over there. Alright, what? There's a treasure around here? white Pikmin. Okay. Stitch bug. Okay. I wanted to die, could have asked. Okay, there's that treasure underground. Bad disbanding. They could just say it's just because there's more colors of Pikmin to work with now, but even with say if you disband with 3 different types of Pikmin, then they disband way too close to each other. I was always wondering to myself, should I upgrade my camera? Like there's some 60 frames per second cameras that could be very useful. But can it really add that much to the streaming experience? Oh, there's our first case. Oh, camera. Yep. Bringing back enemies doesn't give you as much pokos as, say, treasure. Oh. That startled me. How long has this water dumpling been nibbling on Olimar? I don't attack that. You see underneath the map? Like the... Oh. I guess in some areas, some other maps, you can see the wall underneath it. That's very bothersome, isn't it? Maybe if I... I'll just take care of that next stream. The little flickering pixel of chroma key. Didn't quite chroma key. It's very dark. Dark cave. Oh, I think it's... Oh, that time is... Beat long legs? No, legs. I could do with yellows, but nah. Reds are far more expendable here. And this boss is kind of easier. Easier than the first game. Oh no, forgot. When you're not controlling them, then they can run around on their own. Meant to whistle my Pikmin away a little further. To be honest, if I did use yellows, this would go a lot faster, even with the 1.5 damage multiplier with reds. He's dead. Opens up like a party ball. It's a key. Now, this key doesn't mean a whole lot when you're playing this, when you're having multiple playthroughs of this game. But if it's your first time and you get this key, you get access to the game's challenge mode, or the multiplayer, the extra mode. I'm not gonna leave quite yet. There's actually there might be another hidden treasure here, and the game's kind of sneaky with it. They don't tell you that you need white Pikmin here because there's no poison, but what they don't tell you is that there's a buried treasure here that you need the white Pikmin for. Yeah, sure. Give me your nectar. Some of them needs it. So let's use that radar. It's this one. Yep. Quite sneaky. Alright, without further ado, that is gonna do it for the Citadel of Spiders. And for, oh what? Oh, I must have messed with the nunchuck connector. And for the perplexing pool on day 4. No, day 5. Had to spend an extra day in the Awakening Wood. Almost got access to the perplexing pool a day early. Nah, it's fine. And that's a good 40% of the debt recovered in just one stream. Doesn't look like I'll have enough time to do anything else in the day. So, let's go to Sunset. This is where that is now. It's in the menu. But you can move around. That's it. End the day. We're also going to end the stream. Whew, that's a lot of Pikmin for one night, shall I say. But Pikmin 2 will be back Thursday. Might have a mega stream there as well. Try and wrap up the rest of the game. It'll take a while. But I feel like we can do it. I can. Okay, I'm calling it a stream here. Thanks for everybody for watching, either on Twitch, YouTube, or uploaded on YouTube. I'll be doing some Gran Turismo tomorrow night, and then coming back with Pikmin 2 Thursday night. So y'all take care, good night, see y'all later.